Hello, everybody out there.
What's up? So we'll wait for some people to get signed on. I don't know how too many people we're gonna get. Oh, I wanted to put on my Christmas hat. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta put on my Christmas hat.
Absolutely.
There. There. Now we look the part.
You got your Christmas hat on, Santa Claus hat. Cool.
Yep. So been making cutting boards.
Yes.
This is going to a viewers. He ordered it on the channel. So I just gotta ask him what side does he want the feet to go on, and then we're shipping this out. I just delivered 2 other cutting boards tonight, and I got to deliver another one tomorrow. So I've been making cutting boards like crazy. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to make more cutting boards. It's just been nothing but cutting boards.
Cutting board.
Maybe make some cutting board, like designed cutting board, but not a cutting board, and put like football logos on it, and they can hang it in the man cave.
Hold on, I already got a big chunk of maple over there. My laser engraver broke. You know my laser engraver that I made your sign with? It broke, so they're sending us a new one. What's up, Steve Ott? Put the feet on the back. I know, Steve Ott, but which side is going to be the back? This side or this side? I think this side should be the back. And this side should be the front.
Okay.
So let me know, Steve, which side you want the front or the back to be. I think this side should be the back because that one piece of walnut started getting like white. It started changing colors and stuff, you know what I mean? Which is all right. You know, this all came from the same piece of walnut, by the way. So that's what I had to work with. That's what we got it done. But I think this should be the front.
You know, Josh, I ran into a lot of people's houses and high-end houses with really beautiful trim work, original wood, stained, whatever. And I used to go to, you can't buy that to try to match it. And they had a couple places you go there and they got every kind of wood known to man. And you go in there and they'll make you that piece, but they'll tell you it's right in there because it's expensive. They'll say, I can't control what color it's going to be. It might be dark there and white and everything. It's the tree, the wood. So that's definitely random.
Yeah, you gotta, when you're making stuff, you gotta kind of make it from the same piece of wood. Otherwise, it's gonna look a little goofy. It just so happens this same piece of wood had different marblings in it. You know what I mean?
One piece of wood can change colors.
What up, LFL? What up, Fix It Jimmy? What up, Doug Allman? Merry Christmas! This is our live before Christmas, and the topic for tonight is what do we as men want for Christmas? We don't want some stupid little 6-foot cobalt tape measure. We don't want some cobalt nut driver fucking thing where all the bits will get lost and they're all junk bits and all that type of stuff. We want something nice like this, a double stack battery. Oh, look it. Now he's festive.
Thank you, Tommy. I like that.
So we finally got Captain Dick's double stack battery today. And that's all thanks because of you guys. You guys brought in you guys put in the super chats and all that type of stuff. And they had one left. And I said, give it to me. I made a deal for it. So we took it out of the YouTube money that I make. And now Captain Dick's got his 6 amp hour double stack.
So we'll talk about Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
Depending on what the man's going to do with all the tools he's got, if he just buys them and doesn't use them, then you buy them little Walmart little plastic screwdrivers that if a strong man turns it, it'll break in his hand, the plastic off it. Yeah, just buy a...
Yeah. I don't want some Ryobi fucking pressure washer that's going to break out of the box. You know what I mean? I don't want the junk that they got out there for $19.99, $29.99. If you're gonna buy a man some tools for Christmas, go buy him some good tools.
Right.
Stocking stuffers, we'll never use those. There's shit that goes in stocking stuffers that are still in the package that I don't ever use.
I just think that depending on what they do for a living, but just like the way I look at it, you don't have to get a name brand tool. There's so many good ones out there. If you're gonna do work and you need heavy duty stuff, then there's so many different brands. But get a good brand. But get a good brand because no brand covers it all.
No, they don't. But
And if
at the same time, I can tell you what, I don't want the Ryobi 6 tool kit for $199. That's junk.
Yes, it is.
You had that kit. That stuff was junk.
I only got
one guy says Jason Burns, he wants a Smith & Wesson 686.
Well, I've always had, like I said, I've had Skill, the older ones, but mostly like Makita, and I never had Ryobi only because of the deal. But like I said, when I used the Sawzall, I was cutting some branches. Felt like it was going to fall apart in my hand. I only used it for an hour at the most.
Yep, I know. It's crazy. I know the shit's junk. They put
If you want to, yeah.
Go ahead.
You spend a little bit more money, you're going to get a way better tool.
Yep. But them kits too, them big 6 tool kits, they put a lot of filler in them kits, like 2 work lights, some shitty 2 amp hour battery that ain't gonna last you 15 minutes. You know what I mean? So you think you're getting a deal, but all you're doing is getting that company's garbage that they want to get rid of before the end of the year.
And they also, I think it's a 1.5, it might be a 2, but they're not. Ryobi's making a better battery.
Yeah, the Edge. I know. The tabless battery.
When you buy that kit, you're not getting them good batteries.
Nope, you're not. You're getting the shitty 1.5 amp hour battery.
And I used a circular saw and it worked for about 10 minutes and it was dead.
What happened?
I used that 6-inch circular saw, the Ryobi,
Sucks.
for about 10 minutes cutting glue on and the battery died.
Yeah, because you can't use them small batteries with a circular saw. Circular saw is a high draw tool. It needs a high draw battery. You can't be using some 1.5 amp hour battery. It's going to be dead in 5 minutes.
Absolutely. You know what I think would be a good gift for all you women out there want to buy your boyfriend or husband something? What's essential? A flashlight, a good flashlight.
Speaking of good flashlights, I'll show you. Once I'm done putting these feet in, I'll show you a good flashlight that a company sent to me and that I highly recommend. And everybody kept saying, oh, that just looks like the Icon light at Harbor Freight. But it's not. It's so different. It's better than the Icon light. I'll show. Let me put these feet on for Steve here. And then we will show that light. It's the Hot Light. It's the Hot Light work light. It can hang in your hood of your car. It's got a magnet. It's actually pretty nice for $20, you know? Let's see what some people are saying. Filters for shop vacs? You want filters for shop vacs? Come on, man. Nobody wants a fucking filters for shop vacs. Not even me. How did the cutting board turn out yesterday? It's right here, LFL. I'm finishing up right now for Steve.
Yeah.
What?
If you're using a shop vac and you're getting drywall dust, you definitely want a filter on it.
Yeah, but he's talking about the bags.
Yeah.
I don't want bags. I can go buy bags whenever.
Shop vacs have a canister.
I know, but you put a bag in them, Dickie.
Oh, if you're doing wet stuff, you put the cloth over it.
No. There is a bag, like a vacuum bag that goes in these shop vacs now, and it saves your filter, and all the dust goes inside the bag. When it fills up, you take the bag out, throw it out, put another bag in.
And you can, word is if you're soaking up wet stuff, does it go in the bag?
No, you don't want to use a bag for wet stuff.
You got to use the
You don't
top.
want to have no filter or anything for sucking up water.
Well, they do have a little cover you put over it, so when you do water, don't blow out the exhaust. Spray it, you know.
Yeah, this thing right here.
There you go. Yep.
There you go. No problem. I'm glad you like it, Steve. I'm glad you like it. We're just put these last little feets in here. And then it's done. All right. There she be. Boom. Look at that. Sits up nice.
Yep.
Sits up nice. Boom. Bam. So, this light, Captain Dick's right. If you want to get somebody something for Christmas, get them a good light. Because I tell you what.
You know, if you need it, maybe an emergency, or I carry one of my truck too. If you break down, if you don't have a flashlight, you're screwed.
Yeah. So this is the Icon work light. Okay. It's not bad. I kept this in my toolbox at work, right? It's got all the different settings and stuff, right? But this doesn't flip around, okay? This don't flip around. It has a magnet. Not bad. This is usually 30, 40 bucks, right? Well, look at this one. Look at how much smaller this is. Look at that. They're trying to tell me that it's just a copy of the Icon. It's not. It's smaller. Watch this. So you flip this up, right? And these have positive stops. So it stops positive about 7 times. So it's just not a slide. So it's not, when you got it up on a certain angle, it's not going to move on you, you know?
And that's
Same
important.
thing. But watch this. This turns.
Oh.
See that?
It beats the Icon.
Yep. And then it folds down just like that. The Icon does not have a belt clip. This one does. This also has a magnet and a hook. The Icon does not.
All right.
This is 40 bucks. This is 23 bucks. Which one are you choosing?
Well, if I was in the woods and I got lost and I had that, I would rather have the smaller one.
Me too. Me too. So you can go over the Hotlie, not Hot Light, Hotlie, LIGH.com. Place your order through there, and you can get somebody a really nice light for Christmas. And yeah, I think it came out really good. It was something different. I was kind of worried that it wouldn't look right, but it looks really nice. And showing it through the camera, Steve, it doesn't no justice whatsoever. Like, you got to actually physically see it. So I think it came out great. Let's see. The bag is so much easier in a shop vac, but somehow our household upright vacuums became innovative when they started using canisters instead of bags. I agree. I hate those. Dickie hates them too. Those vacuums with the canisters, because they start stinking and smelling over time, and they're just not good.
If you got dogs, you better wash them out, or you're gonna stink worse when you're done.
Yeah, yeah. The wife is going to be in shock. Well, I hope she is. I hope she loves it. Anything you planning doing for Christmas Eve or day? Yeah, there'll be like 20 people at my house, including the guy with the flashy lights on his head over there. Is coming. They're coming in on Christmas Day to come spend Christmas. So yeah, there'll be a lot of people here on Christmas Day. We already started the fiasco of getting everything cleaned up and prepped up and all that type of stuff.
So ask your people out there, that battery, can that be put on an airplane?
I don't think it can. I think if you try going through TSA with this, they would tell you you can't take it.
I think they're.
Yeah.
So you have to put it UPS or whatever.
Yeah. But still, you know.
Right.
You know, it's a double stack.
Right. Cool.
It's a big double stack. But yeah, we got to get your tools registered, mister.
I was just about to say that. I'll call you
Because
tomorrow or the day after.
yeah, you got to call me and you got to get all the serial numbers because we got to get them registered because it's coming up on a month. You got to get them registered within 30 days.
No, I bought 2 tools we got to do, and then the battery too.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
battery
And the charger. Yep. The 2
that all
batteries.
has to
Yep.
be scanned. That all has
Yep.
to be scanned. Okay.
Yep. Yep. Need all the serial numbers for them all. So we'll figure it out here this weekend. So,
Right.
are you going to try and stump anybody tonight?
No, I didn't bring nothing to stump them.
Look at that. He
But
said he's given up. He's given up. You guys are too good.
I'll give you a tip though.
Okay.
Some of you might not know it, but probably the ones at work do know it. If you're drilling through concrete, right? With your drill in a house, like in Florida, you got block on the inside. They're all block houses. So you get a spray bottle and spray it, drill it. Sometimes even if you're doing a lot of dust, have somebody minutely spray it when you're drilling it, you'll get no dust.
Yeah, but guess what? Guess what they make now? They make these dust shields that go on your rotary hammers and shit that suck the dust up.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like that's an old school tip. Yeah, it can work. Sure. It's just like anything else. When you're dry sanding something, the dust goes everywhere. When you're wet sanding something, there is no dust.
And like if I'm cutting concrete in a driveway, I got a circular saw with a blade on it, diamond blade. I'll always, for one thing, you're not breathing the dust. I'll take a garden hose and like just minutely spray it down and do it as I go.
Yeah.
Day difference.
Yep. Yep. All right, let's see. Pine Tree, hey, Josh and Captain Dick, how are y'all? We're doing good. So,
Good.
I really don't ever have stuff planned for this stuff. I mean, y'all let me know what you want to do. I don't know, we can just sit here and shoot the shit for the next half hour. We've gotten a lot of flex tools here the last couple of weeks, like a ton of flex tools, because they have been so drastically discounted down. It's been stupid. What's the best tool? There is no such thing there, buddy. There's no such thing as the best tool, tool brand, whatever the case. All right, Lieutenant Columbo, let's hear your great tip. Let's hear what you do. Let's hear your tip. I can't wait for this. I will, Steve. Any parts you can install on the car. What do you mean, Jimmy? I'm not going to go install parts out. It is like 15 degrees outside and snowing. You are out of your ever-loving mind if I'm going outside under the hood to start taking parts off my car and reinstalling them. You are, woo! See you later. Captain Dick's in 80-degree weather. Maybe he can do that. My ass is not going outside where it's all icy and snowy.
That's penguin shit.
Yeah. What do you think of Lowe's ditching Flex? What do I think of Lowe's ditching Flex? I don't think they ditched them. I think they got off to a bad start, and the idiot who runs Flex and the idiots who run Lowe's could never get on track with one another. And I feel like they both messed up in a way, because if they would have both done their jobs properly, Flex should be competing with Milwaukee for the top spot, the top tool brand in America right now.
Right.
But for some odd reason, they couldn't get it right. They couldn't get the marketing right. They couldn't get the tools in the contractor's hands. And this is where you're at. They went and fire saled it all.
And I think, like you said, Josh, their color is wrong.
Yeah.
And you go in there, you see the bright yellow at the wall, you see the bright red, Milwaukee, and it's hard to see that, especially in Lowe's one here. They stuck in a corner, and and it's not well lit, so you really, so And Craftsman right now in Lowe's is big.
Well,
They
yeah,
got, they got
yeah,
everything.
because they want to push DeWalt and Craftsman. They're owned by the same company. They're owned by Stanley Black and Decker. So yeah, they
Craftsman has some good deals on tools in there.
yeah,
But
but their stuff isn't that good. Their stuff is take it or leave it. All right, let's see. Masters. Oh my God, whoever that Monsters guy is, guys. If you're a guy, what do you call him? A moderator. Just get rid of him. He's obviously just wanting to be a jerk.
a meterator.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, here's Lieutenant Columbo's tip.
Okay.
If you feel like you're running in circles, it's probably because you're cutting corners.
Correct.
Okay.
I agree.
Yep.
Yep. That's a good one.
Filtronics. Yep. Hey, I had to step away for a second. What make and model was the light? Oh, this is the Hot Lie. Okay, this is 800 lumen worker light. I don't know the model number. Just go on their website, hotlie.com. 800 lumen worker light. It's $23.
Is that rechargeable?
Yep, charges with a phone with a phone charger.
Okay.
So the battery stays in, and you just plug in your phone charger, and it charges it.
What's the runtime now?
Oh, forever. Look, it's still got 3 bars.
Right.
I've been using this left and right. This thing never dies. Like, I don't know, you
Cool.
could use it for a half of a year before it fucking runs dead. I don't know.
Get one.
Yeah. Let's see what else people said here. Yeah, Flex needed better marketing. Yeah, but it's just not all on the marketing. Let's be honest. What's the one? And Tools with Souls said this. Why is Milwaukee so successful? Why? It's not because they make the best of everything. They make a very good tool and a good product, but they're not necessarily the best.
Marketing.
What do? They have reps in Home Depot every day of the week.
Every
Talking
day.
to the contractor, talking to the hardcore DIYer, putting the tools in their hand, telling them what they need, what they don't need. Where do you see that with any other brand? You
Well, I
don't.
see the Milwaukee guys in Milwaukee and DeWalt and Home Depot. They're in there every day.
Yeah, I know.
The rep.
Pine Tree, it's not the same light. This is the icon, okay? This is what we started the show off with. This is the icon. This is the Hot Lie. They are nowhere near the same. Nowhere near it. This doesn't rotate around. This
Right.
does.
And that's handy. Once you got it stuck, you just turn it. I think it's a good idea.
It's a very good idea. Yeah. Let's see. Merry Christmas, Lieutenant Columbo. You too. You too. Jimbo Slim. All right. So yeah, Flex. I don't care what anybody says. Flex makes the best tools. I've been doing nothing but putting them up against Milwaukee and DeWalt this last month, right? And they beat them every time in power, runtime, battery technology. Maybe not so much DeWalt with battery technology, but they're neck and neck with DeWalt with battery technology. Milwaukee's lagging hard on battery tech. Flex just makes awesome shit. But like Dickie said, look, it looks like a blob of gray shit, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, yes, they're even the small things on Flex tools are awesome. Like the battery life indicators on the side. So you
Right.
constantly know where your battery life's at. It's not on the front up here, it's not on the back, it's on the both sides, and it's a bright green color so that you can see it. How come they didn't put that bright green color into their design scheme? Why didn't
Right.
they highlight the Flex in the bright green? Have some type of color up there so that when somebody walks by your booth, they're like, they got to stop for a minute and go look.
Right. Yep. That's why Craftsman is. I think they're turning a little bit more red in their color. They're trying to Because I went in there, I said, damn, that's a good deal, and that's a good deal, and I'm thinking about buying them, and I looked, they weren't Milwaukee, they were Craftsman. But they
Yeah,
look it. Now the average person, oh shit, throw it in a cart. They think don't. They're making them look just like it.
yeah. Well, hold on, hold on. One's a Milwaukee, one's Craftsman. That's Craftsman.
Okay.
That's Milwaukee. You are right. Them reds are super close to each other.
Yep.
Look, the black. See how they got the black in the handle?
Yep. And if you really don't know what a Milwaukee looks like, and or a Craftsman, you go in there. Like I said, the average person would have. They had a whole kit there for like $229 with everything. I say, and I said and then I knew it wasn't Milwaukee, but somebody coming in and goes over because I did look at DeWalt drills just as you're going for, out of this world expensive. They had for the drill and the impact, they went like 329.
And that's the that's Beefcake and the 860. That's their highest end line. Thank you guys for. I don't understand this. These guys send us jewels and they're called happy poops. Okay, but it's like money. Okay, so thank you, Steve Odd, for sending me happy poop. Thank you,
Thank you.
Fix It Jimbo, for sending me happy poop. I have no clue what it means, but thank you. Go ahead, go ahead, Dickie.
We'll send happy poops back.
You don't even know. Oh, look, another one just came through. There's little gold turds flying up on my screen right now. Little pieces of shit just floating around my screen right now. Oh God. But anyways, I know it is, Steve. I know. I just think it's funny that they call it happy poop. I don't know.
All
Happy
right.
poop is lavender scented. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so if, like I said, if I cutting a big hunk of concrete out like a driveway with the circular saw, a plug-in one, if I had a battery operated one, circular saw, I don't think I would want to do that because of all the dust and all the shit, sucking it in the saw and everything. What do you think about that? Because you know how that dust concrete, that would probably
Well,
burn,
you wouldn't want to cut it dry. You'd want to wet cut it.
right?
You would want a hose out there, and you would want somebody like throwing the water on your blade while you're cutting through it.
So if I was doing that every day, I would use my plug-in one because I don't want to ruin the other one.
Yeah, but I don't know if you'll ruin it. You just got to blow it out. You know what I mean? I mean, they're meant to take a licking, and guess what? If it breaks, you got the warranty.
Right. Yep. Yeah. Yep.
So, I mean, use the tool. It'll
Right.
cut through that concrete.
Yeah. Yeah. Well.
You got a flex circular saw coming to you. So,
Okay.
let's see. Somebody else sent. Oh, Steve Ott sent a thumbs up. Cool. That's another type of jewel thing, I guess. Thank you. Let's see. Pine Tree. Josh, you still think the Milwaukee Subcompact M18 is the best compact? Which one? Thank you, Lieutenant Colombo, for more happy poop. It just keeps popping up. Left little pieces of gold shot. Oh, there's another one. There's another happy turd. Like, what the fuck is going on? Every time I try to start talking, I see happy turds everywhere.
I'll make you happy. All right.
Oh, God. Oh, my Santa? You're going to press the button on my Santa Claus? Yep, I knew what he was doing. Go ahead, do it.
Got to get it right.
It's right. Just press the button.
I know. Line it up. All right.
Better watch out. You better not cry.
Better watch out. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
I'm making a list and checking it twice. Gonna find out.
Naughty old nice Santa Claus is coming to town.
I see you when
You're sleeping, he knows when you're awake. He knows when you've been bad or good, so we do focus this big.
I can't believe that thing still works.
I know.
cry.
Better watch out, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
What's that, about 25 years old?
Yeah, I bought that about 25-ish years ago, yeah. Let's
Well,
see.
I can bet you can't buy one like that no more.
I bought that at Kmart. Kmart's not even around anymore.
Been gone for a long time.
Yeah. Pine Tree, Impact and Drill Kit, non-hammer drill. Do I think it's the best compact? I think it's very good. It's very good. It's up there. It's if it's not one, it's 1A. I tell you what, I like my Metabo one. I like my Metabo compact drill. That thing is very nice. Very nice. They're both neck and neck when it comes to that.
There you go. You can't have a favorite tool and you can't have a favorite band. So many good songs out there. How can you say that band's the best? You can't.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it depends. Like, there's a reason why the Metabo's at my shop, and I use it every day at the shop. And there's a reason why the Milwaukee's here, and I use that one here all the time. Because they are probably two of the best compact drills on the market.
Right.
Mark Twain would be proud of that mustache. They're giving you props on your mustache. Kmart had the blue light special. That was before blue light specials. That was when I was a kid.
You go in there and they would have the blue light flashing, and everybody would rush over there because you did get the deal sometimes.
Blue lights
Yeah.
were before you were born.
Blue, yep. Your mama said blue
No, they
light.
weren't.
before
No,
you
they
were-
weren't.
But they had them while they were after they were born, or he wouldn't remember it.
Yeah, after.
After, yeah. But it was before you were born. Because my mom used to go there all the time. Kmart blue light special. They pushed the cart around.
Let's see. I thought he had a filter on. No, that ain't no filter. That's an actual Santa Claus that I bought 25-ish years ago, and it still works.
Yep. And it's in excellent shape.
It is.
Right. That's
It
good.
is.
Took care of it, and your mom takes care of it.
Grandpa had nothing to do with that.
Tools with Souls just said, ask him if he remembers the blue plate special. What's the blue plate special? I have no clue what he's talking about.
It was
Blue.
at the diner, at the lunch counter.
At where?
The lunch counter in Kmart.
The lunch counter in Kmart, your mom says.
Well, she's probably right, because y'all are old as hell. The corn dogs at Kmart ruled. How are we talking about Kmart? Because Dickie had to play the Santa Claus. That's why.
But it was Kmart.
Yeah. What do you guys eat for Christmas Day? I make turkey, stuffed pork chops, like 12-course meal. Anything you can think of. Roasted Brussels sprouts, cranberry sauce, mashed taters, candy carrots, corn. Oh, God. Goes on and on. Squash, all kinds of stuff.
Good old stuff. Mm-hmm. Yep.
I have lasagna and ham for Christmas. That's a weird combo. Lasagna and ham. You would think one or the other, but to each their own, right?
Yes.
So
you got a lot of cutting boards. How do you?
yeah, I do. And I'm going to be honest, I've been kind of neglecting work at the shop because I've had so much work to do with cutting boards. I got to get out to the shop and finish up a lot of bowling balls for people. I got a lot of work this weekend. Like, You wouldn't know that I got freaking shit canned. You know what I mean? I got so much goddamn work. Fucking, maybe it's a blessing that I got shit canned. You know what I mean? Because if I didn't, I wouldn't be doing all this. I would be going to work every day, miserable, hating that job more than anything.
That's hard work because you're tall and you're always hitting your head.
Not even that. I'm always
Looking up,
doing the limbo and
I used to hate that. Have to look up, and then now with winter coming, you have snow falling in your face. That'll really
yeah.
piss you off. Well, that snow and salt in your eye.
Oh, it gets in your fucking eyes and shit and dripping all over you. You're soaking wet. It's a joke. Whoa, there's Sayer. Your buddy Sayer's here.
Right. Hello there, Sarah.
I eat cranberry sauce, even if it's still in the can from outside of the can. Okay, let's say you for anybody who don't know who Lieutenant Columbo is, okay? Lieutenant Columbo has a YouTube channel, and he pretty much like uses tools while he's naked and like shirtless and shit. He'll be using a big ass rear handle saw, no shirt, butt crack sticking out. Fucking, he's fucking hilarious. I'll tell you that much. He's fucking hilarious.
Is it a real person or a cartoon?
Oh no, he's fucking real. He sent us happy poops and everything else in here. Yeah, he's definitely real. 100% real. He's got the big old glasses. Fucking huskier guy. Fucking titties flapping in the wind while he's working with his tools. It's fucking hilarious. Killtronics, 3 Christmases ago, I sold 90 plus cutting boards. I made a few and offered them to my friends, and before I knew it, I had a roll. And that's what I did. That's what I did. I started making them and just passing them out to people. And now, next thing you know, I got orders, which is nice.
Hey, just put them on, take them to an art show somewhere,
Yeah.
Why not?
Tools with souls. Only watch Columbo if you have a strong stomach and poor eyesight. Oh, shit. He is a maintenance man. My guys give him 6 months. He's going to get swole. 6 months. That's a tight window. I don't know if you've been seeing what he's been working with there, but I couldn't even get swole in 6 months. Oh, Denny's here? What up, Denny? Souls is an asshole, known for being a asshole. Yeah, that's true. So what are my Christmas wishes? I really don't have any Christmas wishes. I guess those all died when I was younger, but it's just about getting through the day.
I know for Christmas. When you grow up, you want to be a Milwaukee drill. You want that for Christmas.
I don't know if I want to be a Milwaukee drill. I don't know.
Rather be a flex, huh?
My wish is to join Jesus. Stop it, souls. You're not joining Jesus anytime soon. Just leave it. Leave that alone. Souls is my spirit animal. That's a fucked up spirit animal. So I guess that makes sense, Lieutenant Columbo. I am 40 now. Give me a little more time. He gave you a year and a half to get fit. I mean, that's enough time. That's enough time. I want a new heart for Xmas. Need to live at least another 10 years. Stop smoking cigarettes.
Yes.
Sayer, stop smoking cigarettes. I don't even know what a spirit animal is. I mean, like, I hear people talk about that, but, like,
What is it?
spirit animal? Like, I'm a lion. That's my spirit animal. I don't get into that shit. I don't know. I guess I'm boring. I don't even know what my spirit animal. I guess it would be a Sasquatch.
Yeah. Why not? Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Be the
What's your
scarecrow.
spirit? What's your spirit animal, Dickie?
Be the scarecrow. I'm losing so much weight.
Well, you gotta fucking eat.
Yeah, I'm trying
You
to.
can't gain weight if you don't eat.
Right.
Start eating more chicken nugs or something.
I just had a bunch.
I know you did. That's why I said it. I don't even.
They were pretty good too.
So, what do all you guys want for Christmas? Everybody in the chat, what do you guys want for Christmas? Not wishes, not none of that. Physical stuff. What do you want for Christmas? Besides peace and good health, we get all that. We all want that. But what tool do you want for Christmas? Or tools do you want?
Or
Now we got
which
to wait for them to answer.
or which tools do you need? You know.
These guys, I don't know. They got a lot of tools, these guys.
Yeah. You got more than Tim Allen?
Tim Allen. Denny says his spirit animal is an Asian female. Okay. I don't know if that's an animal, but.
That's racist.
I want a brand new spud wrench. Okay. Go ahead. Start talking about a spud wrench, Dickie.
A spud wrench. If you ask a young college boy or somebody that's even in graduating from high school, what is a spud wrench? They're going to think, is that a potato wrench? They won't know what it is. A spud wrench were really designed for iron workers. You know, they're a long wrench. They're probably, can't see my hands, I don't know, 12, 18 inches long. And when they build buildings, which I worked on a lot of them, when they're doing structures and putting beams in, you know,
Yeah.
they're dropping all the beams in with the crane. Well, they're all the holes are pre-drilled. So when you go in, you're talking like beams that are half-inch thick. You know, when you line them up, a spud wrench, they're solid steel, and you don't care how strong I am, I never bend it. And they had the other end had a nut on, heavy duty, open end wrench, heavy duty but thick, because they always use the same size nuts when they build these buildings. So spud wrench, you might have 12 holes, 20 holes. So when the beams, you know, because it's holding so much pressure, you have to put a spud wrench in one, another one. They're pointed so you can get them started and beat them in. Sometimes if you got a mini sledge, put the bolts through, get a couple in, then go to the holes down there, put a couple in, and it's time consuming, but that's how it was done. That's what a spud wrench is. I don't even know if they sell them anymore. Probably at a ironworkers, the only ones use them.
Yeah. Let's see. Tool fly in the wall. I want an eyedropper for my blinker fluid. I'm guessing you don't use your blinker. Douglas Allman. Why do you? Oh, you want a 12 amp hour flex volt battery for your DeWalt. Okay, I thought you were talking about a 12 amp hour flex battery. I was about to say, why don't you just get the 10 amp double stack? But yeah, I would like a 12 amp hour flex volt battery for my miter saw too. Then I would never have to charge the damn thing. Klein has a nice adjustable spud wrench, so they still make them. Klein.
Yep. Yep.
Let's see. Sayre, I want a conservative government for Christmas. Oh, God. We're not going down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Being part native, my animals are bear and owl. You always have two. That is in your soul and your body. Yeah, I know nothing about spirit animals. Absolutely nothing.
Right.
I want an M12 die grinder and jigsaw and flex framing nailer and pretty much anything flex. Well, I got all three of those tools. Well, not really, because I'm trading. I really can't say what I'm doing with Tools with Souls because then it'll ruin the surprise because of a certain somebody on here. But I do have the jigsaw and I do have the die grinder. Let me know. We can make a deal. I got the other jigsaws. I really don't use the M12 one that much now that I got the other jigsaws.
Jason's got a Milwaukee jig. And
Yeah, I got a Milwaukee and I got the Flex. Yeah,
he's got a Milwaukee. It's badass. I've used
it
it.
is. It's a nice jigsaw, yeah,
I
but the Flex one's better.
got a rigid plug-in, which has a power thing, but his it just cuts better and you can control it better.
Well, it's got the oscillation on it. That's why the blade oscillates on it instead of just going up and down straight. It's got a oscillating movement that goes through the wood much better, or metal. Or you really don't want to use metal. I forget how it is. I think you want to use the oscillation on metal maybe, and not so much wood. I don't know. All I
Yeah.
know is I pick up my jigsaw and I make the goddamn cut. I don't mess around with it or nothing. I just me.
Yeah, I had to cut some 8-inch thick aluminum, and I used that. And it had a aluminum blade on it. It cut through it like nothing, you know. And
Yeah.
when I worked in the fab shop, we always had plug-in ones, you know. We used to have to spray because aluminum, if you cut it, it'll plug up the blade. But the blade on that, it didn't plug it up; it went right through it. So
Yeah.
a long way. And that his is oscillating.
I tell you what, I'm happy to see some guys that I haven't seen on the live streams in a minute, like Pat and Denny and a couple of these other guys. And I'm kind of happy that a certain somebody hasn't shown up tonight to kind of not ruin, but just, he always puts a wrench into things, and then people end up leaving the chat and it kind of messes up our flow on our live streams. So I'm thankful for that. Let's see. Somebody else came in. Nailed it, guy. The Statue of Liberty has a mustache now. They're saying you look like the Statue of
Yeah, good one.
Liberty.
Yep. My batteries are running out. I got to plug my head in.
But yeah, I don't know. We're going on 47 minutes here. So, I don't know. I got nothing really else to say. It's been kind of a slow week when it comes to tools and stuff. I've been too busy using my tools instead of making content, which I got to get on that. I'm running out of content to post. So, I got to make some new videos and all that type of stuff.
So Josh, you see that nothing to do with tools, but the Ford is cutting down like big time on electric cars.
Of course they will be. Look who's in the office. Look
Like
who's in the presidency.
They got the F-150 Lightning that's electric. It goes 200 miles. They had it out for a while, and I don't think you can tow anything heavy with it. It's just for driving. The that and cars, like they're cutting them way down. He said they're not selling.
There was this guy who did a test with the Ford Lightning. He was towing a trailer behind him, like a camping trailer, and each charging port was 200 miles away. He didn't even make it to the first charging port before he died on the side of the road.
Well, that would suck ass, wouldn't it?
And he literally had somebody come with a gas generator to charge up his fucking battery fucking truck so that he could make it to the charging port. Makes it to the charging port, takes him hours to charge the truck up. Next thing you know, a trip that would usually take you a day or two ended up taking him 2 fucking weeks.
Well, Bob, he has an electric car, and he can only go certain places. He goes, if I'm going to go away for a couple of weeks, I got to add 3 days to my trip, 3-4 days for
It's
charging.
stupid. It's not feasible.
And then what about when they get like 10, 15 years old, still in good shape, but they need a battery? Who's going to buy that electric car that they got to spend $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 for a battery? It's not going to happen.
Nope. They made a big mistake. Well, I'm not going to say that they made a big mistake. What they did was they tried growing it too quickly. Okay? Is an electric car cool? Is the concept cool? Of course, we're using these battery powered tools. Like
Right.
they're corded tools now. Okay? So that technology is feasible.
But we're not going up with that. Pulling something.
But in saying that, they tried growing it too quickly. Okay, they didn't have. First of all, the grid can't handle for everybody to have an electric car; it will blow up. Okay. Secondly, there isn't enough charging stations. Thirdly, these cars don't charge fast enough.
Right.
Okay, if they charged in 10 minutes, fine, I could see it. But they don't. They take hours.
Okay.
They tried growing something that they weren't ready to grow it that big. And they all lost billions of dollars because of it.
They don't have the infrastructure.
Infrastructure.
Infrastructure. They don't have it. And also,
Yeah.
you think, okay, you're young, you're in your 20s, you got a kid or two in the car, right? You got a new car because you work hard, you're about to run out, pull in some little hick town. They might have a charger, but if you do, you got to sit there with your family and charge like at least 4 hours so you can get out of there. Right? And then recharge, go somewhere where it's safer. But who wants to sit there for 4 or 5 hours?
What they should have did was they should have made every car a hybrid.
Yeah.
Okay, you can use the battery in the city going from place to place A to B, but then you can use your gas for longer trips. Okay, that's what they should have done. Instead, they went from a little bit of hybrid to, oh, we're just gonna fucking dump all this money into electric. And some people will say they're close to having it and all that type of stuff. Here's what I'm gonna say: show me the grid that's gonna make it all work, and I'll start believing. But guess what? I don't want an electric car. I don't. I don't like them. I don't like the way they drive. I don't like the way they handle. You hit the gas pedal, even though it's not a gas pedal. Call it the power pedal.
Be
You
careful.
hit the pet. Yeah, you fucking jerk.
They're
It's
fast.
like, yeah, it's like
Yeah.
there's no gradual thing. It's just I don't know. I don't like them. I'm not a fan of them, and they got to go back to the drawing board hard before I ever become a fan of them.
Just charging. Then you got some of them. You got to put the charger in your garage. Some of them, well, you can plug into your outlet but they're really take long to charge.
You're not allowed to drive on the beach with those fucking cars. I'll tell you that right now.
Fire.
They catch on fire.
They'll blow up.
Right. Well, we got a thing on your mother's Mustang, a recall for the seatbelt. If it's in a salty environment, they can corrode and it won't work. And there's a recall on that, but they don't have the part.
Yeah, exactly. That's another thing. Now you're not, and then you got parts issues and all that type of stuff. So I think they just tried growing it way too quickly. I think they tried taking a 30-year plan and putting it into a 3-year plan, and I don't know, in my eyes, it's backfired tremendously.
Yeah. They got, I was watching
Oh,
news, they got a lot of high-end aircraft and everything that need parts, and they're having a hard time getting the parts for them because some of them do come over our friendly countries overseas.
yeah.
So that was
Who's going to work on them too? There's already a shortage, a major shortage in the automotive industry with technicians. Who's going to work on them when they do break? Because they are newer technology and they will break. Trust me when I tell you, they do not make cars good anymore. And if their combustion engines are blowing up at 100,000 miles, you mean to tell me that these batteries and shit aren't going to blow up sooner than that on a regular basis? I'm sorry. I got to see it. I got to see it work before I start believing in it. That's just how I roll.
And these new vehicles, some of them you only get 150,000, and it'll say that if you look online and go on it, it'll tell you 150. Like I got a friend that works at Chevy. Them new Chevy pickups, they have a new motor out.
Yeah, they got them shitty 4 cylinders in them Silverados. Oh, but they're turbocharged. Yeah, right. Guess what? They're blowing up left and right.
He says they come in every day. He goes, some don't even have 5,000 miles on them, and they're blowing up.
Yep, because they're trying to because all this fucking save the planet bullshit. Why does it fall on us to save the planet? Do you think some fucking Indonesia is trying to save the planet? I highly doubt it. You think some guy in freaking Russia is trying to save the planet? I highly doubt it. We are a very small part of the world's emissions. Okay?
Right.
So even if we all were emission free in America, it wouldn't do jack all to save the planet. It's just the truth.
Absolutely.
Putting $6 million battered Well, now they got battery-powered bulldozers.
Wait till they get into the hard stuff. The bulldozers having a hard time. Unless they got a 2-story building battery on it.
There is a recall on the Ford Lightning BEV for the parking gear going out. That's another thing. These electric cars just turn on and start driving themselves. There was a video of a FedEx driver who drives a all-electric truck to deliver the packages in.
See him
He
around.
hold on. He backed the thing in, put in park, got out, grabbed the package, was walking up to the porch. By the time he turned around, the truck was backing up into the lady's porch and destroyed her porch. So then he races, puts it back in the park, gets out again, and it starts going forward and hits the house across the street.
Well, let me tell you something about these batteries.
So, but hold on. So they all had to install parking brakes to where they go on automatically when you put it in park. The parking brake comes on, so that can't happen.
But also these computers in these cars nowadays, if they're, I'm talking a regular battery and a regular new car, when them batteries get weak, sometimes one cell will pretty much die in it, but it'll still start and everything, but it'll make all your lights and everything goofy and it'll run funny. You don't even know it because unless you put it on a scanner, I ran
Yeah.
it, it'll make them run funny because the battery's almost done, but it'll still start it. But it needs that power, just like that UPS truck. It needs full power all the time to
Yeah.
work. Any
Tools with Souls. He says, I like the video of the Tesla driver who told his Cybertruck to take him somewhere he's never been, and it drove him to the gym. Oh, shit. Oh, that's funny. I don't go to the gym either, so if I told my Cybertruck, which I would never have by the way, that thing's fucking ugly. I'm sorry, Elon Musk. That thing is atrocious. It's not a truck.
The Cyber, is that one that's all looks like stainless steel?
Yeah.
They ugly, man. I got the big old ugly tires on it. It's got to.
Yeah.
It is ugly.
They're not well made. Some other guy bought one just to see how it stacked up against like an F-150 regular truck.
Uh-huh.
Bro, it didn't take him nothing to get them, to knock the panels off. The bumper came off. Like, it's just poorly made. They're just poorly made shit cars. They
No,
just
the
aren't.
the car itself, that not the truck. Looks when it first come out and I saw it, I said, I think that's a storm chaser, because some storm chaser, and I really thought that. I said, damn, guy, on a storm, because it does. Remember the ones you see them on storm chasers are shaped like that,
Yeah.
Some of them you see them painted. Don't matter what color they're ugly as shit.
They are ugly as shit. I would not be caught in one of them things if it was the last vehicle. I would walk everywhere. Fuck that.
Get a moped.
All right, guys, we're coming up on an hour here. I know Captain Dick's lights have gone completely dead. His brain, the forces, the juice in his lights seeped into his brain because his brain was going on overload for an hour. So he's kind of wore out his batteries in his brain a little bit here. He's going a little dull. So that means he's got to go get charged up so he can work right tomorrow. So we're going to be getting out of here. Have a safe, happy holiday, Merry Christmas, whatever the case may be. Everybody stay safe.
Happy holiday, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Yeah, well, we'll be on before New Year's, but yeah. So next week we'll see what people got for Christmas. That's the best part. The week after Christmas live to see what everybody got for Christmas and all that stuff. But yeah, hope you guys have a safe holiday, and we'll see you guys back here next Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Anything you want to say about the troops there, Dickie?
like I said, have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, and
You don't want to do your salute to the troops that you always want to do?
oh, absolutely bless our troops, our essential workers, all, not just our troops, the police, all essential workers, and all our troops. Bless them, keep them safe.
Emergency,
Hmm?
emergency responders.
Emergency responders, absolutely.
See, his brain power's gone down because his lights are dimming. So it's time to go, guys. All right.
Gotta go see Uncle Sylvester.
All right, guys. We'll see y'all next week. Have a Merry Christmas.
All right, Josh.